Is it possible 2 lakhs Sensex? If that is so, how many times my money will grow? 2 lakhs Sensex, how many times my investment should grow and what return I should get? The volatility in the equity market will end. Will it happen in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months? All the time, investors are very crazy about union budget. I don't think most of us, we don't even put a budget at family and run that, but we are very eager to see that how India runs on its own budget. So, but normally people look budget only for any tax benefits, ATC or ATD or any standard deduction increases. But they look at only on these aspects only to save, but they don't broadly look what I can get out of this budget. And also, invest only based on budget is not a great idea, because our wealth creation is a long-term journey, doesn't going to be happen only with budget. We drive motorcycle, it's only journey, but when you go and reach the place, then it's when the destination reached, you have reached your goals. So let's see what is available in the budget. Is it really going to help me to build more money onto that? In between, I also come across an interesting story which I heard earlier already directly from the person who has said that. He said market is likely to touch 2 lakhs, Sensex is likely to touch 2 lakhs in 10 years of time. That immediately big numbers also creates a curiosity among the investors. Is it possible 2 lakhs Sensex? If that is so, how many times my money will grow? That's all about that. About how you are going to be patient for the next year's 10 years time. We saw that several times markets returns never been equivalent to the investors return. Why? Because market has a patience, because it doesn't have an emotionally connected, but investors are emotionally connected. That is why they are not able to enjoy the market return instead of the investors return. Do it is possible 2 lakhs, and if it has to be 2 lakhs Sensex, how many times my investment should grow and what return I should get? Let me see, always history tells about what it is going to be available for us over the period of time. We'll look back the last 10 years time from 2012 to 2022. The 10-year period has saw a lot of changes in the Indian economy. Then in 2012, a lot of consumption related push was happened. The economy expanded closely, the inflation has gone up. Simultaneously fiscal deficit has gone up. The economy undergone a lot of pain. And then change of government in 2014, and then we had a big demonetization, and followed by GST, and followed by the endemic or pandemic, whatever you like to refer it. So all these 4-5 major event has gone through that. Despite that, market has witnessed 13% growth. In February 2012, the index Sensex was close to around 17,800 and odd. Today, the Sensex is 15,500. That technically look at it that it has been grown at the rate of close to 13%. And if it is 13% it is growing, your money is likely to grow at 4 times. So when from here on the Sensex has to hit 2 lakhs means you will have to earn at least of 13%, then your money will go 4 times. Is it 13% is possible, or it is highly impossible? Let me look at it what happened in the last 10 years time, and also see that why it is possible to 13 plus return is possible in Indian equity markets. Why it is so? Normally we will try to get a gauge of what is going to happen in economy. We normally look at the nominal GDP. Nominal GDP is not straight GDP, it's also incorporate inflation along with that. So when you like to look at it nominal GDP over a period of time, 13% was always possible. Now look at it, the government is telling that GDP likely to be 8 to 8.5%. Then RBI is telling the inflation likely to be at 4 to 6%. 8 plus 4 is 12, 8 plus 6 is 14%. So whenever the nominal GDP is growing at certain level of 12 to 13, the company also try to grow, because companies, the output of their company also will increases when the GDP is good. In turn, if they try to add 1 to 2% of the earnings of the company to that, it is possible 14 to 15% easily achievable. When 14 to 15% is achievable on an average over a period of time, definitely even you earn 13%, Sensex will be 2 lakhs 2,000 rupees. When it grows at 14-15%, the number could go beyond this also. That what we to keep in understand that the markets are independent of what's happening around. Probably over 5-10 years back there was a lot of enthusiasm to look at what is happening in the budget, what is going to happen, market will have a volatility. Now things have changed substantially, and especially last couple of years time the budget has become more conservative. It is not like a big numbers. The government is coming conservative, and then the revised estimates probably they beat whatever they said in the budget. So that typically give an advantage for us to see that the economy likely to go forward with a better earnings. But also understand that whenever the market is trying to go in upward direction, it is not going to be a straight line any point in time. You need to have a volatility. People who understand the volatility, they have to see that how the first month of this 2022 has happened to the equity market. 15 days market gone up, then 13 days market down, then 4-5 days the market has back to square. So that means in a 1 month time you had all the fancy of 4,000-5,000 points have gone up down in Sensex. So when you have the wherewithal to withstand all this, and going forward 2022 could be the wildly volatile period of the market. Why? Because there are a lot of parameters. One side is supporting, other side there is an interest rate increase is there. And when you look at it, one interesting aspect, all over the world the quantitative easing, they are trying to remove the support to that. But in a country like India, we never had a quantitative easing. And if you look at it, our inflation and our returns are closely there. For 10-year GSEC, if you look at it, it's 6.5 plus, and our inflation is also close to that. So we are not done. When you look at the developed country, the inflation at 6%, their interest is 0.5% or 1%. So there is a huge gap. For us, there is no huge gap. So though there is an economic happening in global, it is going to change the dynamics of the market. There should be some withdrawal of money. They will be coming back to the money. So these all add to the volatility. But one thing you have to see that when you also ask me a question, when the volatility is going to end? What is that answer? How I have to look at the volatility is going to end in the equity market? So when you look at the Fed interest rates, they are coming and saying that we are not going to increase any more interest rate. All they say we are going to have quantitative easing. So that particular point in time, the volatility in the equity market will end. Will it happen in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months? There is no answer to that. Probably there cannot be one-way direction of keep on increasing interest rates, because they also see that when the inflation has been tampered off to greater extent, they may stop further increase in the interest rates. That give a breather to the market. And when you look at India, as already we said in the previous video, the interest rate in India is not going to jump 1 percentage point or 100 basis points over next year, 1 year period of time. Probably 9 months time, probably you may have 50 basis points or 0.5% or 0.75% could go up. So with this condition, there is a huge amount of possibility that market will face volatility, but volatility means don't take it that it is going to be downward. It is mixture of that. It can also go up because of the situation is there. So what I require for investors is that if you have a 10-year goal, if you are planning for your retirement, please be patient and start building it. You will also enjoy the market movement. At the same time, you can also make money when Sensex touch 2 lakh. If you need any investment related support, please contact the numbers given below, or else write to us the email address flashed here. This is Suresh Parsadi, certified financial planner and founder My Asset Consultation. Signing off. We'll meet in some other video with an interesting topic. Bye.